Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to play. Today we're going to take a look at a game called Pine Company. Now I'm playing a beta. If you see at the bottom of the screen here that says beta 050, this game is available on itch.io. I'll put links in the description how to get to it. I don't believe there's a Discord for it. I couldn't find one, but I'll put links to what I did find in the description in this video. This is slated for release on December 11th, 2025. Again, I'm playing just a beta version of it a few weeks before it is to release. And let's just dive in and take a look. It's kind of cool. I've only been playing it for a little while, but let's start a new game. And I'm just going to overwrite this save slot here. Want to start a new game? Yep. We were forced to abandon our home. We have only one option remaining. However, the research team sensed that something special was in store for us. When we asked for an explanation, we received no reply. They said, "Not telling." All right, click a button to continue. All right, move the camera. Looks like WASD. Got a little plot of land here. Zoom camera in and out. Boom, boom. Okay, then we've got some objectives in the top left of the screen. It looks like it says choose a location to land the rocket. We'll just go in the middle here somewhere. Kerplunk. Boom. Okay, it looks like we've irritated the planet a bit. These little plants growing are hostile. They're enemies. And they just cropped up after we landed. All right. Primary mouse button to show the cell info. So let's look at some of these little ore deposits here. Boom. Okay, there's iron. We just unlocked the mining drill. Extracts ores from deposits. Leads cases to conveyors. No power is required. Okay. Now, place the mining drill on the iron deposit. All right, let's do it. Boom. Okay, unlock 2 more buildings. We got the conveyor belt. We know what that's all about. And factory processes ores. This is kind of like a smelter in other games. Requires power level 1. All right. Attach a mining drill with the factory using conveyor belts. Okay, we got the mining drill. If we look at the hotbar here, we got a couple options. There's conveyor belts. Let's put one of these guys down. And attach factory. Boom. And we're going to process iron. So I'll pick iron. And then we got to, whoop. Now we just unlocked solar panel. Power a plant with power level 1. All right. So if you look at the hotbar, you see this little number 4 down at the bottom. They're giving us 4 solar panels to start. We're going to have to make these things in the future. We got 3 factories left, 5 belts, and 4 miners. But let's throw down a solar panel. How about... I'm going to put it right here. Okay, we unlocked an assembler. This constructs other buildings. And a distributor. It says transfers containers to the nearest building and divides the conveyor line into several or combines them into one. So a splitter merger kind of thing looks like. All right, click on the editable building such as the factory to display the edit menu. All right, let's go to the factory. Boom. Yeah, we can change what it's producing. So we got iron, copper, and we got steel, which is a mix of iron and carbon. And then down at the bottom, it's showing what the recipe is. It's selected processed iron, what it's consuming, and how many objects it's got in its own little storage, looks like. All right, so that guy's smelting away. What's next? Open discovery view with the Q key. Boom. This just shows the different buildings we've unlocked so far. And then up top, there's a couple other things here. Anomaly logs. To have access to anomaly logs, build some satellite dishes. Okay, that looks like that's going to be coming a little bit later. And then area reports. Welcome to the Pine Company area reports menu. You can find here information about the region's ecosystem and more. Okay. Ores, 3 types of ores, copper, iron, and silicon. To see more about the ore, click it. The soil is suitable for the growth of cultivated plants. The region's soil contains water, 15%, clay, and magamite. And then hazardous flora. There are biohazardous plants in the region which are harmful to human beings. All right, let's get out of that. What's next? Assemble a factory is our objective. So we've got smelted iron we're making. Now we need to assemble a factory. We just unlocked that assembler. Let's drop this down. I'm going to pick factory for my recipe and then throw a belt on this guy. Boom. And then we need more power over here. So we'll do another one of our solar panels. We got 2 solar panels left. We're probably going to need to think about building these things, especially conveyor belts. I'm wondering if we should do that right now, actually. What's our objective? Assemble a factory. So that guy's doing its thing. Let's throw another miner down right here. Boom. And this miner will feed this belt, even though it's running kind of perpendicular to that miner. It should feed raw iron. All right, new buildings discovered. Wind turbine. This gives plants power level 2. And an air extractor extracts oxygen or carbon from the air, but it increases the anomaly level. Okay, we don't know what anomalies are yet. I don't know what anomalies are yet either. I haven't played far enough to know, so we'll discover that together. Extract carbon from the air extractor and put it on a conveyor belt. If you command it, I guess I got to do it. All right, let's do it. Air extractor down here. Increases the anomaly level. Yeah, okay, here's our air extractor. Oh, we got to make one. All right, let's see what it costs. Air extractor takes processed copper. So we got to set up a whole copper production line. We do, looks like we got copper. We have copper right here, right? Let's do it. Let's do mining drills. I got 3. I'm going to put 2 mining drills down. Do our little factory, which is like, again, kind of like a smelter, process copper. And then we're going to have to route this into another assembler. And we're going to make an air extractor. That's right. Air extractor. And then we need power. I got 2 solar panels left. I guess I'm going to put it here. Boom. And you can see it sending power to these 2 buildings. So we're smelting up copper. We're going to make an air assembler here, or an air, whatever they call it, air extractor. And over here, I think we're still making what? Factories. How many factories do we have? I got 5 factories. Let's switch this guy's production over to something different. We got solar panels or belts. Let's do belts. And boy, I'm tempted to do like, how many belts do I have? I only have 1 belt left. Yeah. We'll let that do belts for a little bit. I got 1 solar panel left. It's like, oh, you know what I can do? Let's get rid of that and be smart about it and put it right in between. There we go. And then I could, yeah, I guess no matter how many factories you hook up to this power plant, it's going to supply power. I'd like to get more mining and smelting going over here, actually. If we did that, yeah, let's get another assembler. Let's have this guy do solar panels. We'll do a factory, iron, do. We only got 1 mining drill left. We've got conveyor belts being built now. All right, what are we supposed to do? Extract carbon from the air extractor. Okay, did we get that made yet? Oops, let's see here. Yeah, we've got 2 air extractors. Let's change over production on the copper side. What else is only copper? Wind turbines and distributors. Let's get some wind turbines built since we already have a couple of these air extractors. We need coal right on a belt. Not sure where we need this. I guess we can move it all if we have to. There's our air extractor. We're going to make carbon. Okay, extract carbon from the air extractor and put it on a conveyor belt. There's our conveyor belt. We have those being produced along with solar panels, I think, right? All right, we just unlocked Factory Mark II. Factory's upgraded version. It's faster and can process advanced resources, requires level 2 power. Then we got a sorter, routes cases if the incoming resource is the same as the selected one. It sends it through the conveyor, otherwise it directs to the sides. Okay, so sorter, kind of like a filter. What's next? Produce steel and put it on a conveyor. All right, steel. We can do in our normal smelter steel, but I guess we're probably supposed to use the one we just unlocked, right? The advanced factory. This guy. Let's see what it takes to make the advanced factory. Oh, the factory takes steel to make a factory. All right, so we got to start with a level 1 factory. Or we got to start with level 1 factory making steel so that we can use that steel to actually craft a new factory Mark II. Use steel and put it on a conveyor, I guess. Oh yeah, we're going to need this coal, right? All right. Do I have any mining drills? I don't think I do. Yeah, we need to make some of those. We can see there's like little overlays here showing what's being produced. So we got solar panels there and belts there. Let's see. We got 6 solar panels and 1 wind turbine. We got 5 belts. Let's keep belts going and let's change this guy over into mining drills. And then we'll set up some steel production. We'll throw down a couple of mining drills over here if we can. We got to wait for them to be constructed. And then the steel is going to take, I believe, iron and coal. Just waiting on this little factory right here to produce a mining drill for me. There it goes. Let's see sparks flying out of that building. We should have one soon. All right, that'll get us started. There's a mining drill. And now we need regular factory. Guess I'll do it. Guess I can go there. That one's going to give us iron. It's going to need power. We'll use solar panel since it's a level 1 factory. I need a belt. Hesitating there because I was thinking about throwing another miner here. But we'll see. All right, now I got to combine. Got to get carbon over there into this guy too. Let's do it. It's going to take a bunch of belts. I think we can go this way. Okay. Let's set the recipe to steel. And put it on a conveyor. So we got to exit out the steel. It's our initial steel production. We do have another miner. I'm going to throw it down. And I got to wait for more belts to get built. Oh, this miner, I don't know where his ore is going. I wonder if it's getting shared between these 2 belts. I have no idea. Let's put another miner down. Trying to make sure that our belt production has a decent amount of iron going to it. I don't know if these guys are going to attack. It says hazardous plants spreading. Not sure. Oh, what's going on here? Why is it taking so long to get steel? Steel, iron, and carbon. Missing. What am I missing, fellas? I'm missing something obvious. Is that carbon making its way in? It is. Steel. What do you need? Assuming processed. Oh, processed iron. Okay, that's a problem. So we're gonna delete this and this. And we need to change this guy over to, I thought it was gonna be raw iron. We'll change this to processed iron. And then we gotta drop another factory down. My bad. This one's gonna do steel and it works off of the processed iron. That should get us going. And then this guy can go. When we delete, we get our resources back. Note also, if you hit the right mouse button, you move into like delete mode. See how the little dots pop up? So just be aware of that because you'll accidentally delete things and not realize it. Ask me how I know. That should be our steel coming out. All right, finally. New building discovered. Assembler Mark II. Assembler's upgraded version requires power level 2. Okay. So we know we're going to need a bunch of power level 2. This guy's doing wind turbines. Tempted to upgrade these and have somebody make me new factories. The Mark II factories. The black slider at the top of the screen displays the anomaly level. We clearly don't know what does this thing do. However, it's better to keep it low. All right, so talking about top of the screen. All right, what do they want us to do? Assemble factories Mark II. They want 3 Mark II factories. Mark II factories are made from steel. We can do it in assembler. Yeah, let's do, we're going to need an assembler, just a level 1 assembler. That's all we know how to make. Do I have any? I got 1 left. Assembler there. They want us to make Mark II factories, so that's what I'm picking for that production for our steel. This guy's making mining drills. How are we doing on those? We got 7. Let's change that. Why don't we have this guy? He's going to make something out of just iron. Factories. He only has iron. We can make assemblers. I think eventually we're going to start making level 2s of everything, right? We can make more conveyor belts. Yeah, it feels like we're moving to level 2 for everything, so let's have him make more conveyor belts. Then this guy is going to start giving us what we need. Factory Mark IIs. Assembler Mark IIs. I think those both take just steel, right? Factory Mark II takes steel and assemblers take steel. How's our steel production? This guy's got, I'm guessing, tons of iron and not enough carbon. That, am I reading that correct? Maybe I should put another air extractor. We have one. We can always delete it if we don't need it. It does increase the anomaly level, but we should see that guy spit out. Yeah. All right, we're doing it. Assemble factories Mark II. I think we're doing it. What am I missing? It's got to be steel going in here. Okay, now we're making our first one. You can see all the sparks coming out of this factory. This factory is making our, yep. We made one. Assemble factories Mark II. Okay. What's next? This guy is doing wind turbines. I guess that's fine. Although, let's get some more air extractors going. Doop, doop, doop. That's our copper production line. Yeah, we got 8 wind turbines, or we have 8 wind turbines. That should be good for a bit. Okay, we're just waiting on this stuff. The Mark II factories to be built. We've only got one built so far. Objects in depot 11. Consuming steel. Takes 16 steel for every Mark II factory. That's what we're waiting on. Just thinking. Got 20 conveyors. I think it's worth stocking up on those. We could take this production line that's doing conveyors and just redirect his processed iron over this way. But I don't think iron's the problem. I think it's actually carbon's the issue. But it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell what's short. Try putting another air extractor down. This guy seems to be steady moving here. All right, we need one more Mark II factory. There's our little rocket. I think where it says up top of the screen, population 15, I think they're all in the rocket, the people. I'm not sure. And it looks like it's got connectors on it. So we'll see what happens. Just waiting on one more factory. Come on, fellas. There it goes. This guy's starting to throw out some sparks. So he's making a Mark III factory, Mark II factory for us. And we'll see what objective they have for us next. Okay, we got a blocker. Blocks and slowly destroys the hazardous plants. Decreases the anomaly level. Okay. Laser destroys the hazardous plants. Increases the anomaly level. No power required. Blocks and slowly destroys. Destroys the hazardous plants. No power required. Guess the blocker kind of brings the anomaly level down. We could try it. It says it slowly destroys them. All right, destroy all hazardous plants. All right, well, easier said than done. Let's try this guy, blocker. And who can make a blocker for me? I think we probably need those advanced factories, right? Yeah, the assembler cannot do it. So let's throw down an advanced factory and then see what we can do. Advanced assembler, is that what we have? No, advanced factory. Whoa, whoa, these guys are doing something. They attacking or just growing? Assembler. I think we need to make advanced assembler. So let's change this over to assembler Mark II. I think that's what we're going to need to start fighting off these plants. Yeah, I don't know what it takes to make these until we get an assembler built. guy doing? Can we tell processed iron? Now it looks like we've got tons of carbon, not enough iron, right? Let's delete, I think. I don't know if I'm seeing that right or not, but I'm going to throw all my iron, processed iron, into that production line to make more steel. These guys are throwing some stuff into the air. I'm not sure if that means they're spreading. Kind of guessing it does. So we're trying to get an upgraded assembler. Okay, this guy's backed up. Factory. Let's replace this factory doing the steel with the upgraded one. Oh, it needs level 2 power. That's fine. We got it. We've got it right here. In fact, I think I can use this guy with that, and everybody will still be happy. Yeah. All right, we'll see if that speeds things up a bit. Right now, we're waiting on a Mark II assembler that we can build these defensive units. Obviously got more ore and stuff I can tap into. We haven't touched silicon. We don't really even know what we do with that yet. And these deposits. Oh, I got a miner here that's not doing anything. So I got belts. Boop, boop, boop. Are we there? Okay, we got our first assembler. It's probably going to want steel. I think I can pull steel out of this, the other side here if we want. Let's do it. See. We'll see how this works. Okay, assembler Mark II there. I'm going to make, process silicon for these. Okay. Let's delete that. And we got silicon over here. Do I have mining drills? I do. Boop, boop. I've got level 2 factories. See that? Process silicon. Got lots of belts. That's an advanced factory. It's going to need a wind turbine. And then let's put down our assembler or advanced assembler. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And we'll start with blockers. Belt here. Think we're doing it. Got 39 belts. Level 1 factories. 1 level 1 assembler. 1 more Mark II factory and 1 more Mark II assemblers. We're making more Mark II assemblers and we're making more belts and we're making more air extractors. I don't think we need, well, we have those. Oh, we got 9 air extractors. Let's change our copper production over to something different. How about distributors? Yeah, let's do it. I don't have any distributors. We'll make some. All right, we're waiting for defensive units. We have 1. Let's throw this down. Blocks and slowly destroys. Let's put a blocker. No, fellas. How about here? Let's see what it does. Does it take power? Did it clear anything? Blocks and slowly destroys hazardous plants. Let's put one over here. We'll keep an eye on the anomaly level up top. It looks like it's growing to almost halfway, right? We got a bunch of production going. Let's get another blocker down. About way over here. Does look like this is thinning out. Then we can always move these lasers. We'll do one more blocker, and as soon as it's constructed, we'll switch production over to lasers and see what that's all about. Destroy all hazardous plants. There's a ton of them. But fortunately, this doesn't seem to take any power. All right, let's switch production over to the lasers. And we'll deploy our last blocker. Yeah, that's definitely thinning that pile out. Another blocker there. And these blockers are supposed to bring our anomaly level down. What's bringing our anomaly level up, I believe, are these 3 air extractor guys. Is it a level 2 factory? It is. Mark 2 factory. So that guy's producing as fast as he can. Like the inputs are backing up. Looks like I have some surplus iron here too. I could be doing something with. So we'll see what happens when we get the laser. There's our first laser. Let's throw that down over here and see if it's faster. Whoa. That scared me. That was loud. Oh, man. All right. Does it have a cooldown or something? What's it say? Deactivated. All right. Can I just... Oh. You don't get those back. So laser's a one-time deal. We don't get those back. So those are handy in an emergency. Why don't we ramp up this production? Just a silicon. I think he's got plenty, right? I'm guessing he's got enough. Let's set up another production of this. Factory Mark II. No, I need I need a factory first to process that silicon. I'm going to change this guy from building assemblers to giving me more Mark II factories in case we need them. A wind turbine, got plenty. How do I want to do this? Let's throw a Mark II assembler here, making blockers, and we need more belt. And we'll see how that goes. I think we could put one more mining drill if I've got them. Might as well. Boom. What are you doing on belts? 52. Mining drills, I got 2. Let's switch the belts over to mining drills for a little bit. And defenses, I got 2 lasers. I'm guessing these guys I can't move either. Let's see if we take this one up, if it increases our count of these blockers. I don't think it's going to. Oh, blockers are reusable. Feels like that's the way to go, right? Let's do that. Let's make you blockers. We'll kind of focus heavily on that and see what happens once we get rid of all these hostile plants. Got another advanced factory. We can do more. More. About we do it. Boom. Minor. Advanced smelter for advanced factory. In my mind, it's a smelter. Wind turbine. And then advanced assembler making more blockers. Seems like we've got more coal than we need. I'm going to get rid of one of these guys. Air extractors, because they supposedly increase our anomaly level. How are we doing on defenses? Let's fight back the baddies here. More of those. I'm going to save these lasers, I think. Oh. Something's happening. Trial hazardous plants. What was it? I don't know if we defeated a little nest of them or what that was all about. Let's harvest this guy and get it back. Satellite dish. All right, discovers and predicts anomalies. Decreases the anomaly level and no power required. Sure. Satellite dish. What's it take to make it? Let's go look at one of our. It's over here. Satellite dish. Process copper. All right, that's this production line. You even make it though. No, so we're gonna have to upgrade the factory on our copper line. Do I have those? Got one more. Yeah, let's do it. I think that goes factory Mark II. Nope. Is it assembler? Satellite dish, process copper. This would be if I wanted to replace the factory. Yes, we could. Let's do it. We're gonna have to get rid of this guy. Throw on a wind turbine. Get rid of our Mark I factory / smelter and throw down a Mark II. Processing copper. And then maybe even another copper miner. A belt. Eventually we're going to run through these deposits of resource, but so far they're holding up pretty darn good. Okay, let's move a deflector. Where's the baddies? We got some over there being fought. Some over here, I guess. Ooh, I got 7 of these now. Boom. The town. Can't tell if I'm getting them the whole area or what the best placement is. All right, that's the end of the blockers. But we are producing more and we are beating back the enemy. We got our first satellite dish. Doesn't require power. Let's put this by the rocket. Looks like that blocker did his job. Let's kill you and put down a couple more. Blocker there. Got another big patch over this way. Got another one. You can go there. We're doing it. We're clearing it. I think anomaly level's going way down, so that's good. Destroy all hazardous plants. We're getting there. Takes a little time, apparently. Now, what are we seeing from this? Satellite dish stable. Let's look at these other views. Okay, there's all the stuff we've unlocked. Anomaly logs. Okay, yeah, I can see what's happening here. Not at all. We're getting something, right? Something's coming in. Area reports, anything? There are biohazardous plants in the region. We're working on it. We're working on it. Anomaly value. The black slide. Okay, yeah, we read that. Thing at the top of the screen. All right, we'll just wait for the next hint here. Trying to destroy plants. Ooh, are they taking me over? Well, we pop one of these lasers down. Hey, like that, fellas. What you get. All right. Let's make more of those. Yeah, I'm not sure when that actually happened, but they were taking us over there for a bit. I don't know if that impacts our production or anything, or if I lost any buildings. I can't tell. These guys, guess, can stay in place. Deactivated. Space. Laser repair. Oh, minigame. I have no idea. Did we get it back? So there's two there. Let's see if we get this back. Yeah. All right. I see. Maybe we can use those out this way. Let's try another one. Cool. Not bad. This is the way to do it. I'm just hitting space and playing the mini game here. Ooh, it looks like maybe the mini game's going to get a little harder as we go. That was an awesome location for that. How we doing? Do we have anybody new cropping up? I've got tons of blockers here. Take it. I'll take it. All right, we've almost got them beat. I don't know what's going to happen next, but we've almost got the hazardous plants off of the planet. Our anomaly levels looks pretty low. We got some dudes over here getting a little fresh with my equipment. I see, yeah, it gets a lot harder as time goes on, the little mini game to restore your lasers, but we're making more. We're making more. We get tons of silicon, it looks like. This guy down. We'll let these guys finish the job for us. Keep our eye out for new plants sprouting up. Looks like they are able to sprout up near the factory. This is just silicon. Just keeping an eye out for new little sproutlings. That looks like that whole area is cleared, right? I don't know if this would speed things up if we double up. Everything's humming along here at home base. That guy's done. A few more little plants to clear and we'll be good to go. Let's take a look at the anomaly detector thing again. I have no idea what this is. I don't know. Like one little plant over there. Factory looks clear. And 2 more plants over here. And this looks like it just got cleared. Belts and things. 49 belts. Guys making mining drills. You probably have a ton. Yeah. Let's switch you over to bears just in case. Oh, that guy's doing satellite dishes. I don't even know if I need more than one. We got 7. Put you on wind turbines. All right. Almost there. Come on, fellas. I can break out the lasers, but the little mini game's getting harder every time I do it. So these guys will do the job if they can. I got a bunch of them. I don't know if the effect stacks. Probably doesn't. Let's go. Okay, that looks cleared. Got 23 deflectors. Don't see any problems over here. This all is humming along just fine. Am I getting factories? Factory Mark IIs, assembler Mark IIs. Let's have somebody build me more assembler Mark IIs in case we need them later. One last plant. This guy. All right, new buildings discovered. Colony house. Sturdy home built for living on another planet. Digger mines the soil. No power required. And a colony bridge connects multiple colony houses. Okay. All right. Let's clear. So we have freed the planet of hostile flora. Tell you what, let's wrap this first episode right here. And we'll pick it up next episode. We get a new objective: build a colony, reach total population of 100 people. We'll see what's involved in that. I don't know if we're gonna have to raise food or what. Looks like that's the extent of the map. But yeah, let's pick it up in the next episode. For now, this is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. Again, I'm playing a beta of a game called Pine Company, and at the time of recording, this is only available on itch.io. I'll put links in the description. It's not available on Steam. I don't believe at the time of recording there's a Discord, but I'll put whatever information I have in the description of this video, so check it out. Kind of fun, you know, not super complicated, but kind of fun. And I want to thank Glidercat patrons and channel members for their support. And with that, I'll catch you in the next episode.